supporting the youth with their abilities and their families supporting them. My name's Opie. I'm a psychic medium with Opie's Connection, and I'm always very honored and grateful when I get to support families and the children with their abilities. Now, I'm seeing incredible things happening right now with children as they are aging, which normally they would be tuning off their abilities. Lately, they are amplifying their abilities. And I'm supporting many parents right now and young adults or children that are needing understanding support systems or tools in navigating all that they are experiencing. Now, stereotypically, previously in life, children usually are very open and connected to spirit. It all kind of depends actually between the ages of about 4 to 8. It depends on the child's journey. These awarenesses and different veils kind of get shut down. Now, there is a reason for this. It's because we're meant to be human here. We're meant to experience a human journey and have all the challenges and highs and lows. And later in life, stereotypically, somebody usually opens up to their abilities in their 40s or higher because they have a strong perception of life. They have the experiences, the growth, the awareness, the maturity to be able to step forward and have done a lot of internal healing at this point to step forward and support others in their path. Now, what I have been seeing since early on in my journey, which I think is just fascinating, these children around the ages of 6 to 8 are hyper tuning their abilities. By the time they're hitting a pubescent state, they are connecting to things that is not characteristic to children in this age range. It's as though children are amplifying and opening up their chakras instead of kind of closing and dimming to have the human experience. Instead, they are combining the human experience with amplifying their intuition. Now, there's some different energies and components that are important to be aware of around this. A lot of times, children who back in the day stereotypically would be amplified in their intuitive side or empathic abilities is because of all the shifts in their family environment. This can still be an aspect of children opening up as kind of a safety mechanism for themselves on navigating their complex journey. The children that have been coming to me are part of stable homes. There is a lot of anxiety with the parents. There's a lot of tending and caring to the children and awarenesses from the parents. So it has been an incredible gift for me to see how tuned in these parents are of their children's abilities, having open, safe conversations with them, and exploring things that they're not educated about to be able to support these beautiful young souls. And to see the benefits of that. No words. No words. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. As a child who was intuitive and was not understood or received for it, it really can change the dynamics within oneself. So to see these children empowered, supported, and heard when they're communicated is incredible. Parents, you are doing incredible with this. Now, from that point, there are two perspectives I want parents to be aware of. If we are feeding or trying to open up the children more and more or build it without the child kind of stepping into that alignment, there is damages with that. Some people or some parents feel very excited about this. They're fascinated about this, but they're not educated on the different dynamics that these challenges can bring energetically, physically, or emotionally to children. So It's important as a parent to stay neutral when we're seeing these aspects of our children come forth, and to be very protective on the people that we seek connection or support with. Because sometimes children see things that parents don't. I had a beautiful incident with a child that could see that there was negative energies working through an intuitive that the mother didn't have access to. And the child, I was so proud of this little soul shutting down the experience because she knew her safety and her mom's safety was in jeopardy. Now, you look at that circumstance, and if a parent was trying to control or dominate that situation, they would force that connection open. But this beautiful parent recognized that the child was speaking of something and uncomfortable with something and shut it down and supported the child's word. And this was amazing. And those parents that want to support these beautiful souls, it's important to educate yourself, keep open streams of communication without judgment around it, and to find the right support systems for your family. And that can look very differently for different individuals, okay? There's a lot of intuitives. Some people are physical. Some people are shaman. Some people are psychic mediums. I want you to follow your gut on that. And spirit will always lead it. It'll always connect things. And watch how your body reacts when you watch content from this intuitive, when you watch communication from the intuitive. Watch how your heart or your gut reacts, okay? Does it like close off? Does it get high anxiety? Does it open up? Does it feel a flood of love? What are you experiencing? To really be mindful of that so that you know that they approve your intuitive needs, but also watch and express and communicate with your child what they are receiving when they watch the content of that individual as well. Now, clairvoyantly, these children are connecting to different realms. They're connecting to souls, they're connecting to species, they're connecting to energy, they can read things. It's fascinating. And they're very cautious on who they connect to, and it's very important that they're mindful on who they share things to as well. Even though people are really opening up, there's still a lot of old belief systems around, and we just want to keep their path kind of safe to them and not kind of open to all. There has to be a respect around their experience with that. So the biggest thing I can recommend for parents experiencing this is to ask questions. What does that look like? Can you describe what that looks like? How do you feel when you see that energy? You can tell it to go away. Connect to your guides. Have an open line of communication around this. Like, be curious, ask questions, get them to look within themselves, get them to be able to empower their voice with it. What do you need right now? It's incredible to see. But as somebody who has the advantage of being closed off and opening up later, it's something that kind of makes my heart heavy as well. Because as a child, I want children to feel safe to have their childhood experience. It's only once in your life, and I feel as though every child should experience the joy of those moments. So make sure you create space for that freedom for them of their abilities for just some simple moments in the day of laughter, grounding, play. Intuitive souls need joy in their life. They need creativity. They need to be safe to express their emotions and know that they are received, whether those emotions come out as a chaotic negative mess or a beautiful symphony of positivity. They need the structure and safety of unconditional love and to hold space no matter what. So I just wanted to share these little tidbits of information. It's incredible to see the shifts in humanity right now. It's a privilege. It really is a privilege. And I feel very grateful for the families I have been able to connect and support in their path. It's very sacred for me to be trusted with somebody's child and in the family. Keep the communication open with your children, keep it safe, and make sure to do research on the resources that you connect to, the information you intake. But just know that they are always guided through it. If there does need to be a resolution or a piece of information to support them in their journey, it will always be provided. Spirit will never leave you high and dry. They will always connect the dots for you. So just be open and open your perspective to receiving that information. And enjoy that connection with your child. They chose you as their parent. They trusted you in this journey before they came. And I think that speaks volumes to your heart. Follow along with Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube for more information from Opie's Connection.